You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show. I'm Dominic Konareski. I'm one of the biggest Jet fans you'll ever meet. I do not like Zach Wilson like many of you, but I feel like Zach Wilson has been treated unfairly and has had no chance of success in the league since day one. And let me explain why. Obviously now it's clear Zach Wilson should have never been drafted in the first round, but it was also very clear too before the draft even took place. NFL.com put Zach Wilson as a boom or bust potential prospect. Zach Wilson was projected by many mock drafts to go in the third round, possibly even the fourth round, and then he had that stellar pro day, which yes, you cannot take away from him, but that one good performance upped his draft stock massively. So then the Jets draft him at second overall. First of all, if you are a quarterback that is drafted in the first round, especially within the first 5 picks, you are expected to bring the franchise out of mediocrity, lead them to the playoffs, and even a Super Bowl ring. Obviously, Zach Wilson failed massively at that, but things undoubtedly would have been different if he was not paired up with a rookie offensive coordinator and a rookie head coach. So that right there, it was doomed. And let me mind you, Zach Wilson only had that one good year at BYU. The West were average for a very weak Division I football school, I should add. So then the Jets bring in Aaron Rodgers, and I said this very well into the most recent preseason. The Jets were playing Russian roulette with Zach Wilson. You bench Zach Wilson for Aaron Rodgers, but Zach Wilson is QB2. Something happens to Rodgers, Wilson is going to be pushed into the starter job, and that happened 75 seconds into week 1. So the Jets had no game plan there, and they failed to trade or even sign a quarterback in free agency that could take over the starting job for Wilson and have him continue to ride the bench. Zach Wilson's time in New York has been unfair, and his trade stock, undoubtedly, it's low. I don't think that it's a 7th round low. I think the Jets could get possibly a 4th to 5th round pick for Zach Wilson, but I do not think Zach Wilson is a starter right now in the NFL. I think he needs to at least sit behind someone for 1, possibly even 2 seasons. Zach Wilson is still fairly young, and he has time to recover. It's just a matter of what team is he going to land on.